Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a journaler, journal maker and teacher of journaling courses, and in this video I'm continuing the series making some Daphne's diary journals out of this beautiful magazine. This particular one is number 1 from this year 2022, and in the first video I showed you how I made the covers. The second video I showed you how I chose my pages, and now in this third video I'm going to show you how I organize the pages or separate them into the two journals. And basically I'm just looking at the pages again because I like using 10 pages per journal. That's a nice number for feature pages, so then I can balance it out with some blank writing paper in between. And so I'm just kind of looking at all the pages I chose and choosing my favorite ones because I pulled out more than 20, so 10 for each 20 pages. So I'm looking for 20 pages in total and just pulling out the ones that I definitely know I want to use and slipping those inside the covers, and then the ones that I don't particularly, that I'm not drawn to as much, I put those aside for a different project. And also I'm looking at just what the colors are, what the design is, what the pictures are. Mainly the colors is the first thing I'm looking at, I guess, and then just how pretty the page is, because I want it to tie in with the cover and with the color scheme. So the smaller journal has hearts on the cover, so anything to do with hearts is fine to go in that journal. And anything also that has more of the yellow, orange and red color scheme or color tones, I'm putting into that journal too, because on the back of that heart cover it's got this sort of artistic design using those three colors. This one has more of a pink cover, but it also has the writing. Daphne's diary is written in a kind of greyish blue, so I'm pulling out some of the blues as well. So I was struggling though to figure out which journal to put these ones in. They're all from the same article, so they all have the same design to them with the blue and the decor, and this I in the end decided to put all three into this one, so that ties in with the blue and pink theme that I'm kind of loosely going with for that journal. And then some other leftover pages I pull aside and then just chuck in to whatever journal needs it, basically. So I do a count of each cover, like how many pages I've got so far, and if I need more I'll pull from the pile of discarded pages or the pile of leftover pages and add them to the covers. So yeah, I've definitely chosen the ones that I want for these ones so far though. But what I want to do is to see if there's anything else that I really like. For example, I keep getting these ones, but what I think I want to do with these is, they're a bit of a thicker paper. They're sort of more like card. And I really like using different textures in the magazine. They often come with glossy pages as well as matte pages, and so I like using a combination of both. And then of course we have the poster paper, which is a bit thinner, and then we have these card paper types, and so you can kind of get 4 different textures within the same journal. But what I decided in the end is I'm actually preparing pages for a separate journal. So these ones here I'm planning to make a different journal, which I showed in the introduction video to this series when I had 6 projects I'm working on. And this one is, it's sort of sewing or vintage lady themed, because I'm going to be using the poster that came with this magazine with the sewing machine, and it has 3 ladies in pretty dresses at the bottom. So I want to make sure I've got enough pages for that journal too. So in the end, those leftover pages quite possibly could go into this third journal that I'm working on. And if you would like to see me make that journal, that one I'm reserving for my beautiful patrons so that they've got their own series as well. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave the link below to my Patreon. And I think I'm going to make an envelope journal with that one. I've also just cut out 2 pages. They're not cut out, but just trimmed them up. Those ones are for personal use. So I've got a lot of projects going on here. There's so many ways you can use this magazine to make journals, for personal journals, for decorating journals. And so I'm just looking at everything, and then I put them into different piles for how I'm going to use them. But here's that poster I was talking about. So I'm just going to trim this down so I can turn it into a more manageable size to work with. And I think I want to use those ladies as a front cover and a back cover, and then that will be for that project, which I will film for my beautiful patrons. And then the last thing that I wanted to do, I've got all my pages, I've got my covers, I've put everything out that I want for these projects, and I still have some pages left in the magazine. So in the next video in the series, I'm going to kind of do a little detour, and I'm going to show you how I cut out different things for my own personal use and what I look for with that. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, thanks for watching. A big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in February. Thank you so much. I could not do this without you. It really means the absolute world to me. And if you would like to become one of my patrons supporting my channel and Willow Bound Journals, you can do that. The link is down below in the description box. That's where you get access to more videos, behind the scenes looks, personal updates, first access to my journals, printables. If you're a Ruby patron or higher, you get every single digital kit from my Etsy plus one new one every month. And you can also look in the description box below for links to my Instagram, Facebook group, journal courses that I run, and all the details are down there. If you'd like to contact me, you can do that with my email down below as well. And may you journal your life, because your stories matter.